Hi guys, welcome back to Tele Abdul. Thanks again for being so many to follow the web series of Abdul Season 2. Thank you so much. In the episode, everything you ever wanted to know about zombie but were afraid to ask. We have seen the living dead Clemente explain the difference to living dead and zombie. But today I will reveal 7 reasons why the zombie apocalypse will fail. Movie and TV series. Okay.
Abdul! Pick me up, it's crazy and that's a very tough. Do you understand it?
Movie and TV series that I love are full on dead and undead. Ready to infect you and make you become like them in agony. And then, your dear Abdul today will reveal that an epidemic of zombie would not last that long. One, they are so many natural predators. Do you know who's on top on the food chain? We. Not because we are hard to kill, except for Chuck Norris. No, we're not. We are on top because we are pretty darn good at killing everything. We are simply too smart. Of course, not everybody. And too well armed to hurt any wild animal, let alone a zombie. The zombie missing every single advantage that has allowed humanity to avoid being devoured up, to become extinction. Zombie run outdoors. They cannot use weapons. They cannot think. Can't make big strategies. No, don't do them right. Zombies don't have the survival instinct that tells him to run away or run where they are dangerous. They are entirely made on food, a prey too easy for any animals. Giro pagina. Yes, of course, now we are thinking, not that in my town there are bears that hit a zombie, but you have to think more small. Insects, for example, are a pain in a bowl already for us when we are alive. In each area of the world with the problems of flies, the zombie will get encircled by a swarm of gnats. And all day, tissue will be infected with these little bugs that devours dead flesh. Very flesh. Returning to the large animals, only here, a few kilometers from home, you can find anything in the woods. Bears, wild boars, foxes, cougars. And for many of these predators, the right conditions for a kill when you are injured and unable to defend themselves. Wait a minute, but who is injured and unable to defend themselves? Oh yeah! It's a zombie. Or imagine the thousands of stray cats and dogs out there at the easy meal that would be a zombie, like a meal deal. They don't resist too hot. Typically, it is determined that all the zombies continue to run and they wander the street. But do you know what affects the heat of a decomposing body? The first problem is the intestinal flora. Our body's fat, thanks for these friendly bacteria, are ready to decay as soon as our heart stops beating. It encourages the growth of these bacteria, and they are very happy to being devouring your body when your immune system stops working. And so, the zombie has a day of very low maturity from the moment it awakes. Also, the body is well due to gases released by this bacteria. This means that the zombie becoming a beautiful chubby after the first few days. Surprise! They will swell for a few weeks until our chubby zombie make it more cool and disgusting that a zombie can ever do will begin to explode. This unfortunately will happen if you will live in an area where this is a nice, warm, wet, where the water is warm. This is the autumn mist that is in Italian. If instead you live in a warm, dry area, like sea or desert, the zombie begin to mummify. After the first day, under the scorching heat. Yeah, I know, it's not be the cool like an explosion. But they will be harmless. Don't resist the cold. It will warm in the cold. Zombies are dead meat. And on this, we all agree straight it is the one of main features. But while all focus on the word dead, as if you know that many leave out the word meat, what else is dead meat? Steak, sausage, burger. any meat found in our dishes. Now, you might think, yeah, Abdul, but the cold is a friend to dead meat. Because after all, to defeat the deadline, just you put in the freezer and leave that for months, right? But don't forget the uncontrollable cold. Cause bad thing could a living dead think previously. In fact, if you are listening to me enough, north your life, the zombie apocalypse will settle by itself. As soon as the zombie will try to go outdoors, zombie is just having body formed by water stiffened in a cold to freeze up completely. Bite to spread the disease. Bite is a loosey way to spread the disease. You remember the story of the dog that had catch rabies and after a few days, every living being on this continent had hit except for the smallest group of survival hit in the cellar? No? Of course, because it's never happened. Almost every zombie movies are agree on one thing. They reproduced themselves by a bite. And the biting is a dumber way to spread the disease. The disease most successful have smarted way to spread from victim to victim. The flu has killed thousands of people because it's floating in the air. Black plague is spread by the fleas. None of this disease require the infect approaching distant bite because the disease from spreading. Sure, STDs work in this way, such as IED, but only because the infect may see healthy. Seriously, no one in our mind will do sex with a zombie. Apart the director, but him is a stranger.
Hey, you want to put me a Khalifa zombie? I don't care.
Director, trust me, you are sick.
If she's a zombie, for me I don't care.
Ooh. Let's assume that the epidemic exploded. The zombie is able to infect 30 people in the crowd. It's not that humanity doesn't know what to do when it's spreading new infection. Remember the SARS? When they found out they were spreading in North Africa, have blocked everything. And only 43 people had disease that could potentially kill thousands. With a zombie, you should not consider the problem of how this disease spread cannot heal themselves. One of the benefits of having a fully functional nervous system is that it lets you know when you have done to damage through the pain. One thing we don't know is the zombie are very clumsy. Coming in the door in the helicopter bloodies without worrying about the damage that could be done. All that bumping and stumbling around the world leave them soon without limbs, feet and with all the broken bones. Really friends, in the case of zombie apocalypse, just stay at home, watch all episodes of Walking Dead and then come out with your beautiful zombie rake to clean your driveway. The landscape lock day. Each landscape is a full-on anti-zombie barrier. The lack of coordination of the zombie will make the end of many of them if they manage to leave the house. It's not that they know how to find a road or bridge, just wander aimlessly. Mountain, river and crevice soon will feel the split and the smelly zombie. Even if the day should be able to stop by accident in front of a precipice, the night they will fall for sure waiting. But even in a flat paved city where the landscape seems to favor the zombie, it is always in favor of the living instead. In fact, the history has told us that in the world circumstances people are not acting like idiots of movie. In the cities people will refuge to upper floor of building and blocking the doors on the ground floor. Moreover, the roads tend to keep beautiful, straight and line up the zombie in favor of snippet office worker who wait in the hand of a boring quarantine throwing a heavy object from above. Weapons! As I say, for the thing that Homo sapiens is able to do is kill. We are so good that we were able to do extinct species without even trying. Add to this, mix the number armed peasants and the number of hunters in the world, and the zombie have no chance. In the 2004, in the United States have been recorded more than 40 million hunting licenses. And let us remember that the reason why there are licenses is to limit the number of animals that can kill. Because if they gain the opportunity to kill everyone with a gun, everything will die just before the sunset. Yes, I can understand the animalist, but I'm sure that when the prey passes by a nice mounted deer, to dead people trying to hit us, there will be no shortage of volunteers. Plus, if we look at the zombie as a separate species, they are simply designed to face the way of life for their disease. For us men, is the only source of livelihood, and even their greatest predator. And if they want to hit or reproduce it, must every single time come face to face with their worst enemy. It's like fighting with a lion whenever you want to have a sex or get yourself a sandwich. In fact, it is even worse because most of the predators use teeth or claws, which means that they should put themselves in a danger to be able to kill. We have the gun and zombies have no choice but to take the bullet. And all this without thinking about all improvised weapons that you may have. Explosive, bomb, molotov, baseball bat, crowbars, gratters, pear potatoes, Teletubbies, any weapons, counting that there are around, even police and military had a few million more heavily armed people and are well trained to use them. But why waste ammunition when they could easily crush them with a nice tank? Now, even if the zombie exists, okay, Clement Living Dead apart, the concept of the zombie apocalypse will be extremely ridiculous. Zombie of Living Dead is not as important because the really monster we are. The video end here, put a like or you becoming a zombie. Please write a comment right down and not over there, because over there we still have a zombie. See you in the next video, capisce? Capisce? Oh.